Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical here. This is just a quick, if you're offended by foul language, I never know what's going to come out of my mouth, so please get off the channel if fuck offends you. But I'm heading out here on a mission real quick. I got to go to the store, and I thought I would just do a little follow-up on the Message to Jews video that I did. I got some. If you haven't read the comments, take some time, get a cup of coffee, and like I always say, go through the comments on these videos. That's where all the gold is. And there's some great, I'm not just looking for guys that say, hey, Mike, you did a good job. I do love that, but that's not the whole point. As I said to one guy who said, hey, I don't always agree with you, or mostly I don't agree with you. Look, if we all agree on everything, nobody learns anything. So I do love the praise, of course. Anybody would like a pat on the back. But don't be afraid to disagree. And one person, and you know who you are, I can't remember the name, short-term memory loss, but listed out a lot of reasons why, not necessarily he, but why he felt in his experience why there was so much hatred for Jewish people, worldwide and throughout history. And he made some good points, and I just, like I said to him, I've done videos on Jewish hate before, and I've touched on these subjects, but I want to just kind of put a few of them together here, just in light of the shooting in Pittsburgh, and just in light of the response to this video I did yesterday. He brought up a lot of things like Zionism. Okay, so people hate the Jews, or they hate Zionists, but they don't necessarily hate all Jews. The other one he brought up was the USS Liberty, which, if you don't know what the USS Liberty is or about that incident, you really should do a Wikipedia on it. Brace yourself. It's a fucked up situation. He talked about the World Banks, I think, and also just meddling in American government affairs. And of course, a big one is the amount of money we send to Israel every year. A lot of people have a big problem with that. We have our own problems here, but we send so much money over there. I get that, but what I want to do is just touch just for a second on some of this stuff. Let me park this beast. So, excuse me, one of the, let's just take it down in the order that I can remember them. So the USS Liberty was and this is just a very brief description of a very complicated situation, but the bottom line was, it was a surveillance ship that was off the coast of Israel, and it was monitoring through electronic surveillance communications that were going on during the Israeli-Arab conflict, when the Israelis were in combat with their neighbors to the south, Egypt. So, of course, we all know that the Israelis knew that ship was there. A giant ship doesn't sit there without people knowing that it's there. And there's a lot of evidence to show that they knew it was there. I have no doubt that the Israeli military knew that it was listening. Now, I could hear communications between pilots and the whole bit. That's what we do. It's what our surveillance people do. So at one point, piece of popcorn. Sorry. At one point, the Israeli Air Force was given an order, I believe, from their upper command to attack this ship. Now, this ship, not only was it an American ship, but it had an American flag like the size of the state of Rhode Island on it. A huge American flag. There's nobody, they could see it from, the moon, this flag. And here comes wave after wave of planes shooting up this ship and killing Americans. I don't remember how many were killed, but even if it was just one, that sucks, but it was a lot. There was a lot of Americans were killed by our allies. And I believe there, if I remember correctly, it's been a while, but there was some communication between the pilots, like, hey, these are Americans, they attack it. The Israeli statement was something like, oh, we thought it was an Egyptian ship, which is complete bullshit. They knew it was an American ship. Do I have my thoughts on what they were thinking? I don't have any inside knowledge, but I assume that they were thinking, hey, fuck it, we don't want these guys knowing what our next move is, and they're probably gonna, they could tell the Egyptians and whatever. There's no way to justify it. It was fucked up. When you have a friend who fucking kills your own people, why are you still friends with them? Well, this is where it gets complicated. I'm going to come back to the USS Liberty in a second. Then the other thing was meddling in American politics. Trying with lobbyists and things that are trying to push things in favor of Israel. And then the money situation, us sending billions of dollars every year to Israel. All right, so let's just take those three. The USS Liberty. If you actually believe that we have not done similar things, and I mean countless similar things that we know about, let alone the things that we don't know about, like who killed Kennedy and was the CIA involved in that, assassinations that we've done throughout the years of other leaders in other countries, all kinds of things that we've done and blamed it on stupidity, blamed it on other people, then you're asleep. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, I'm just, follow me here. America is no different than any other third world country when it comes to shitting all over its friends whenever it can benefit from that action. That's just the way it is. I don't like it. There's a lot of things about reality I don't like, but still reality, so you got to face it and deal with it. Meddling in our politics. What country on earth exists that has any influence in the world? Do Americans not do everything we can to influence? From the extreme, like having a leader get in a car accident and suddenly die or commit suicide, and then we put in a puppet, to out and out killing the fucking dude and putting up, to trying to sway votes through propaganda. We do this all the time. We are constantly engaged in a geopolitical battlefield trying to sway other countries that we believe we can benefit from if we get them to sway a certain way, whether it's to get oil. There's all kinds of things, the reasons that we would do that, and we have done it and we continue to do it. What was the other one? Oh, the money. Now, yeah, we have problems in this country, financial problems, and I'm not a big fan of giving money away. I wonder if the people that hate the Jews for the money we send to Israel, I wonder if they were upset when Obama had a fucking C-130 land that was stacked with cash for these fucking Iranians, but that's a different story. The thing is, our country, and when I say something, it doesn't mean that I agree with it, it just means that I'm explaining it. There's a carload of fucking thugs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thugs, and they're just eyeballing the fuck out of me. They're getting ready to rob the fucking 7-Eleven. I don't know. If I disappear, don't worry about me. I'm just busy. I'll come back as soon as this fucking dust settles. But, God, these guys are looking at me like I fucking spit on their mama. Anyways, yeah, I'm laughing, motherfucker. But, that's why I never have my seatbelt on whenever I sit in a parked car. You'll never see me with a seatbelt on because I may have to fucking egress quick and under fire. Don't ever sit in a car with a seatbelt on when you're sitting around waiting for somebody or whatever. But anyways, where was I at? Oh, the money. Okay, so in this case, we have an ally, a friend that is a very small country. I've been there. It's extremely tiny. You don't have to go there to know how small it is. Just look at the map. And it's surrounded completely by Arab countries that hate them. That not only hate them, but have openly stated that they want them to cease to exist. They want to get them off of the map. They want to blow them away and kill them. So subsequently what happens with all of their finances in the country, their internal finances have to go for defense. And they're defending themselves against people that, oh, by the way, most of them want us dead too. So if you took Israel off the map, we would have no foothold in that area. Physically, we wouldn't have intelligence in that area. It's an area that is crucial for our safety and our survival, that we know what's going on there, that we have a foothold, and that we have a friend in that area. And I think it would be absolutely remiss for us to not support them, especially with military equipment and funding and things of that, technology, things of that nature. Why, people that hate Israel, it's unbelievable. Israel loves America because they don't have many friends. Do they shit on us like the USS Liberty? Yeah, but it's like a family, Every family's got a fucked up uncle and a cousin that's on parole for some stupid shit. You know, if you're gonna hate all of a certain type of people because of what the politicians in that country do, then you got to hate every motherfucker. You're beyond help. You're just a hateful motherfucker. I mean, because you got to hate all Americans. We shit on people all the time. Does that mean you did it and I do it? Of course not. Don't worry, I'm paying full attention to what's happening around me. I got a car pulling out here, I got a dude walking over here, and I got fucking 4 guys standing by a car there. Don't worry, I got it. I got it all under control. Yeah, I see what's going on behind me too. Guy in a red shirt pumping gas. I got it. So, my little eyeballs are rolling around in 360s at all the time. It'd be funny if my head just vaporized and my torso's just sitting here with blood spurting out of the neck, and you're like, well, I guess he wasn't that fucking sharp. Anyways, so my message is, you know, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. If there's nothing I can say that's going to stop a blanket hater. You know, some people hate all black people. Okay, I just hate fucking criminal black people, same as I hate criminal fucking pink people or whatever. I don't hold everybody responsible for the actions of their government or for their actions of the bad people within their family. Okay, if you were gonna judge people like that, then you must hate my fucking guts, because my family that I grew up with is, and I'm sorry for those that are still living, that if you have TV or video in prison and can watch my video channels, sorry if this offends you, but I come from a family of fucking complete fuck-ups. You know, I would hope that you don't hold me responsible for their actions. And if you do, I have something for you. I brought it along. Where the fuck? Oh, here it is. Yeah, you know, just all I'm saying is Jewish people have been persecuted since fucking time began. They're always going to be persecuted because there's always going to be somebody that needs a fall guy. One of my buddies, Bob, oh no, not Bob, Dave, I think it was Dave, said something that I had actually said in another video regarding the hatred for, you know, I couldn't understand why everybody hates Jews. You know, a lot of it comes down to jealousy. He's absolutely right. I had made that statement before. And I always use the same scenario, the same analogy. You know, if you have a little trailer sitting here with a fucking a family living in it, and next to the trailer is a big mansion, every time these two guys come out to get their morning paper, they may look at each other, hey Dave, hey Steve, and go back in the house and think they're friends. But no, trust me on this one, the dude in the trailer can't stand the motherfucker in that mansion. It's almost human nature to be jealous and hateful of a motherfucker. How'd he get that mansion? How's he fucking over the system? Why has he got this shit? How come I don't have this shit? He must be taking shit that belongs to me. Why the fucking blah blah blah? You know, a lot of the hatred towards Jews, a lot of the hatred toward Jewish people, and Israel too. You know, their neighbors, if you look around, they're just fucking dirt, fucking dusty shitholes. I've been there, been to Egypt, I've been around. And these are just fucking nightmare places for the most part. And you cross the border into Israel and you got lush fucking farms and beautiful cities and modern technology and awesome everything. And you got a lot of assholes there too. When I was over there, man, I was like, why is everybody so fucking rude, man? Fucking rude motherfuckers. But I love those people. I love them because they persevered against the odds. I always go for the little guy. And, you know, not to mention all the Jewish blood flowing through my veins. So yeah, I would fucking defend Israel in a heartbeat. I wish I was younger, man. I'd fucking go there and throw on a uniform. That's just my personal belief. Doesn't mean that I subscribe to all of their shit, because they do a lot of shit. All I'm saying is don't fucking use the broad brush. You know, every time a cop gets arrested for molesting a duck, don't fucking accuse all cops as duck fuckers. You know, use your head and fucking understand that people are people, countries are like families, and you got to look at the bigger picture. You know, don't hold a fucking child responsible for what his dad did. You know, that's like these militant blacks that want to hold a guy like me responsible because of what some other fucking pink people did hundreds of years ago to people that they don't even fucking know. It's just stupidity. Don't be stupid. But thank you for subscribing if you have. If you haven't, subscribe and share the video. And in the meantime, you guys stay safe. Thanks for all your support. LMS Tactical, I'm out.